off without a second. Now quit crying in front of the store.
I can't help it. I'm unhappy.
Then by thunder, you'll go and meet for a while in New York City, where it won't be noticed. Now, why do you want to marry someone as foolish as that? Arthur. Get that idea out of your head this instant, and go pack your things. And don't get any tears on the lock. I just had it oiled. Cornelius, Barnaby.
You stamped Mr. Annndale?
I did. I have something to tell you, boys. I'm going this afternoon to march in the 14th Street Association Parade. And when I come back, they're going to have a mistress.
But I'm too young, Mr. Vandergelder.
No, not you. Hell and damnation mine. Well, that is, I'm getting married again. And in honor of the occasion, I've decided to promote you, Cornelius, to chief clerk.
And what am I now, Mr. Vandergelder?
You're an impertinent fool, that's what you are. And I'm promoting you from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any questions?
Yes.
What?
Does chief clerk get one evening off a week?
One evening off a week? You most certainly do not. Is that the way you expect to repay me for my generous promotion? No, you two will go back to work as usual, right this instant. And don't forget to put the lid on the sheepstick. Evenings off, marrying artists, foolishness. 99% of the people in this world are fools, and the rest of us are in grave danger of contamination. Well, although I was young once, which was foolish, and I got married, which was foolish, and I became poor, which was more foolish than anything else. So then my wife had to go and die, which was foolish of her, and I grew old, which was sensible of me, and I became rich, friendless, and mean, which in Yonkers is about as far as you can go. Oh, I know you're all wondering why a man of such good sense as me would do anything as foolish as get married again. Well, the answer is simple. This house without a woman is like an empty shell, and pretty dirty too. It takes a woman to know how to let king, to know to clean out the trail sin, and it takes an angel with golden lashes and some red fingers for dumping the ashes. Just a woman, a dainty woman, a thing of a dress, a white. Oh yes, it takes Get out of here! As we put our windows just over the ice, and lovingly bend down the rest of the night, breathe the joy and pleasure of practically being to when the plumbing is leaking. That Stacey woman, that fragile woman, that sweet heart, that is dressed that white. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a husky woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. Oh, it takes a woman, a tender woman, to bring us what is best of life. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. Get out of here, all of you!
Congratulations, 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 Mr. Annndale.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. All of New York is buzzing with news that you practically proposed to Miss Irene Malloy. The streets are lined with eligible young ladies prostrate with grief. All of my congratulations, Miss Cynthia.
Sympathy?
Oh, did I say that? A slip of the tongue. What I meant to say was I'm delighted with the happy news. After all, she wasn't easy to unload. By that time being, I didn't believe any of the rumors.
Rumors? What rumors?
Oh, nothing to get upset about, Mr. Annndale. You see, they say that her first husband passed on quite naturally. It's just he went so sudden. Few spoons of chowder she made fuss over him, but it could happen to anyone. I'm sure he died of natural causes.
Now see here, Levi, do you mean to say...
I mean to say nothing to Annndale. Just friendly advice. Stay away from the chowder. Especially.
Now see here, Miss Levi, you introduced me to Mrs. Malloy, and rumors or not, I intend on calling on her this afternoon as arranged.
Well, then I guess there's nothing more for me to do but to go back to Yonkers and tell the other girl that Erin not to wait.
What was that?
Nothing. A word, Erin.
Particulars, Miss Levi. I deem and particulars. Her name.
Her name. Her, money. Ernestina Money.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
Oh, yes, it is. Picture, if you will. Hair is shiny, the newly minted time. Eyes as big and as round as silver dollars. Hair as mossy as old green.
Oh, I can see her now.
Age 19. Weight 102. Weight 47.
Wait, 47?
Oh, that's for the money though. Her mother was a cat, too. Now, I could arrange for you to meet Miss Ernestina Money this very afternoon.
No. I haven't the time. I have to take my niece Ermengarde to New York. If she forgets about a certain Ambrose temper.
I could do that for you, Mr. Manning.
No. But then I have to march in the 14th Street Association Parade.
What a coincidence. Guess who's marching in the 14th Street Parade? Spirit of 14th Street herself, and on the main float. Miss Money.
Well, I might be able to pay a visit to Miss Money, but first I simply must go and speak with Mrs. Malloy first.
The races you made me run. Very well, Mr. Annndale. I will meet you just like we planned, but wait till you see Ernestine. A vision, an absolute dream.
So woman, no powder and tea. When they clean out the train and sing, and it feels that they shell with long wooden lashes, and forehead and fingers, or don't you have?
chief clerk and chief clerk. And in 10 years, if I'm good, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. 33 years old, I still don't get an evening off. When am I going to begin to live?
You can live on holidays, Cornelius.
Do you forget what we did last Christmas? All those rotten tomato cans exploded, and we spent all evening cleaning it up. You call that living?
No.
We're going to New York, Barnaby.
You mean close the store?
Uh-huh.
Cornelius, we can't do that.
We're going to have to. The more of those rotten tomato cans are going to explode.
Holy cabooses, how do you know?
I'm going to light that candle under them, that's how I know. They'll make such enough customers won't be able to come in for 24 hours. That'll get us an evening off. We're going to New York and we're going to live. We're going to have a good meal. We're going to be in danger. We're going to spend all our money and we're going to get arrested.
Holy cabooses.
And you know what else, Barnaby? We're not coming back till we've each kissed a girl.
Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
I'm 33 years old, Barnaby. I gotta begin sometime.
I'm only 17, Cornelius. It isn't so urgent for me.
New York, Barnaby. Elevated train, the lights of Broadway, the stuffed whale at the Barnum's Museum.
A stuffed whale?
A stuffed whale, Barnaby. What do you say to that?
Yes, Cornelius, yes.
Now, the first thing to do is make you financially independent. I know we'll get you a job. Can you dance?
I'm an artist, Miss Levi. I paint.
Now, before you go getting all this stuff, I think I have an idea. Here.
Miss Levi, I really don't think that you can teach me how to dance.
Now, before you go getting all excited again, there is a man on 14th Street at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant. His name is Mr. Rudolph Reisner. I think I can slip him a note and see. Hey, he's a Cal you won't enter in the poker contest at the restaurant tonight.
Hold on, Miss Levi. No fiancé of mine is going to dance in a cafe. I don't mind saying that I'm surprised that you have acquaintances in a place like that.
Not acquaintances, Mr. Kemper, friends. Very dear friends from days gone by. Why, even in the worst of times, my late husband left the late and I. We'd go to Harmonia Gardens restaurant and dance the night away, and we always came down those stairs like clockwork every night.
It's all fine and dandy to come down like clockwork, Miss Levi, but you're asking my Ermin guard to work.
It's the only way to convince Horace and Annndale that we need business. Now, if I were you, I would go to the Harmonia Gardens restaurant this afternoon. Talk to Mr. Rudolph Reisner. Incidentally, tell him that Dolly is coming back, and she wants a ticket for 8 o'clock tonight and is paid for her food.
Okay, Miss Levi, I guess I'll go to Harmonia Gardens and get a chicken for 2.
The bottom roll looks all right, Cornelius. Oh, watch out for the ones on top. They look like they're ready to bust. Holy cabooses, I can smell it from up here.
Come on, Barnaby, let's get dressed. Outside of the hour. Out there beyond this hill. There's a slick town Barnaby. Out there, full of shine and full of trouble. Close your eyes and be driven, Barnaby.
these I have arranged to Annndale, the well-known Dr. Pack millionaire, and my employer and friend, Miss Katharine the loyal, though the best meeting will never take place when they have to be Peter going to expect the people wherever he is. I'm not sure. He wasn't cautioned, you know. Oh, it's all too much, what with late husbands and new marriages and on top of everything else, Miss Mortimer returning his past for the third time. Same old story once more. Cherry together, catch a go, I suppose. Although if you have to sleep, she wears a nice heavy veil. I told her, down in that, we were in the summer, we want to catch a gentleman's eye, but she has none of it. Nor cherry together, she walks on today all day. The poor dear, sweet, and loyal, and none but her eyes. With what, Minnie? With the door. It's not. Get off that foot. Bite out my tongue for the things I've said and the things I'm going to say, and as long as I've gone this far, I might as well go all the way. Mrs. Malloy, why have I decided to marry Morris Vandergelder? Oh, and with a style of that's just a personal question. But since you did bring it up, I am marrying Morris Vandergelder for one reason and one reason alone. To get out of the millinery business. I hate hats. I can no longer stand being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it. Oh, you're such a boy. Oh, don't protest, Minnie. All millionesses are suspected of being wicked women. I can no longer go into theaters, restaurants, balls, that's all they simply need. Believe me, Minnie, I either marry Morris Vandergelder or I break out of this place like a fire engine. Oh, no, not Miss Mortimer again. Miss Mortimer, I'll take care of it. No, Minnie, don't worry about it. You can always make her a new one. Oh, I'm wearing this one. Mrs. Malloy, you can't. You're a widow, and that has one. It's provocative, that's what. Is it? Who knows who may walk into the shop to me, and provocative may be just what I want to be. going to ask it anyway. Do you love Forrest Vanderbilt? No, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my share of love, and I'm not saying I was shortchanged. Once is enough for a woman as long as it's true love. And it was that. Minnie, there are two men staring at the shop, men. Why, I do believe they need to come in here. Men in the shop? Oh, Mr. Malloy, what shall we do? Do? Why, flirt with them, of course. I'll give you the short one. Here's the little boy, and you with all that talk about talk. Oh, love enough I've had. It's a bit of adventure I could do it now. We'll get them all fired up and then drop them cold. It'll be good practice for married life. Now you go back to the work. I just some way to perk up our appearances. A bit of a way to make him nervous and easier for us to keep the vampire all green. Vampire! And so I'll try to make it beautiful me in the stillness of the night, because the green lights around rainbow behind me, that my time to catch a sentimental eye. Oh, maybe we'll get an adventure out of this yet.
Barnaby, we'll get an adventure out of this yet. All day long we come around New York and nothing happens. Then we come to the quietest street in the town and suddenly,
Vandergelder.
is he still out there? Go look.
Yeah, he's sitting out there on that bench. Cornelius, are you sure this is an adventure?
Barnaby, you don't have to ask. When you're in one, you'll know for sure. How much money do you have left?
Not much, Cornelius. 40 cents for dinner, 30 cents for the train ride back, and 20 cents to see the whale. 90 cents. Why?
When those ladies come back, we'll have to pretend like we're customers. Customers, that's it. And maybe even make them think we're rich. Then we won't have to buy anything. We're just two men about town looking for hats for ladies. Good afternoon, Mrs.
Malloy.
Here, Cornelius Hackler.
Here, Barnaby Tucker.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Now what can I do for you?
When you think
We're
we're
hats, and we wanted to buy a lady or two from Lloyd, and
we want a hat. For a lady, of course. And everybody said come to Mrs. Malloy because she's so pretty. I mean, her hats are so pretty.
and so reasonable too, Cornelius. As reasonable as under $1, would still leave us enough to see the whale.
No time, come ma'am. She's come all the way from Yonkers to see the stuffed whale, and he's all excited. Barnaby, go look outside, and maybe you'll see it pass by.
Did you see Yonkers, Mr. Apple?
Oh, yes, ma'am, Yonkers. It's a wonderful place. You should go see it sometime. By that I mean maybe Mr. Malloy would like to see it too.
Oh, I'm a widow, Mr. Hackle.
You hear that, Barnaby? She's a widow. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure he would have loved to see Yonkers in that hat. I mean, on Mr. Malloy, of course, not sure, yeah. Mrs. Malloy, if you were ever to have a Sunday free, I'd love to see Yonkers from top to bottom.
Well, I might be there sooner than you think, Mr. Apple.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have a friend who lives in Yonkers.
Is that so?
You might even know him.
Perhaps we do.
Although it's always quite silly to ask in cases like this. It's a Mr. Vandergelder.
Horace Vandergelder?
A Vandergelder P&B?
Do you know him?
Oh, no.
Oh, Mr. Vandergelder is a special man and well liked, they tell me.
Lovely man, Mrs. Malloy. Only one fault as far as I know. He's hard as nails.
Cornelius, I think that,
Now, perhaps your friend might like this one.
Look out!
Gentlemen, what are you doing?
Harming us, Miss Malloy.
Come out of there!
We're as innocent as can be, Mrs. Malloy, I swear.
No, really, Mr. Hackle, Mr. Tucker, I insist that you come out of there. Mr. Vandergelder.
Mrs. Malloy, I don't suppose by any chance you saw Mrs. Levi, did you? She was supposed to meet me on the park bench 30 minutes ago. When I make appointments with people, I expect them to be on time. Anyway, Mrs. Malloy, I brought you a present. They're chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled. That's the expensive kind. Now, did I just see you talking with two men?
Men, Mr. Vanderbilt? What would men be doing in a lady's hat shop? Now, I want you to see my work, or I'm so anxious.
Miss Malloy, I saw it last week.
So you did. Well, Mr. Vanderbilt, what's new in the ASB business? I hear you have 3 friends. How hard is meal? I mean...
Mrs. Malloy, what are you talking about?
Yonkers. I hear it's a very beautiful city.
And who's been telling you about Yonkers?
A friend?
Friend?
Well, I mean,
He?
a customer. He comes in here every so often, and we have well quite to do, but I mean, you might even know him on those quite silly to ask in cases like this. It's Mr. Cornelius Hackle.
Did you say Hackle?
Why, yes.
Well, Mr. Cornelius Hackle happens to be my chief clerk. That's all. Mrs. Malloy, I demand an explanation.
And Dolly, give it to me.
Dolly?
Mr. Vanderbilt, why shouldn't you know Cornelius Hackle? Everybody in New York knows Cornelius Hackle. Why he's here in all of the ladies' hat shops, and he's here in all the famous restaurants. Why he's here at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant 3 times a week.
Impossible. He only has $146.35 to his name, and I keep it in my personal safe.
Oh, Mr. Vanderbilt, you're killing me. He's one of the Hackles they built the canal.
Now, what canal?
The canal. Mr. Vanderbilt, when Jenny's carriage broke down and the horses ran away, who dragged her to safety? Cornelius Hackle. I looked up to the waiter at that fancy schmancy restaurant down the street and dropped an oyster down his ass. Well, I can't say it, but it was Cornelius Hackle. He's the playboy of New York. Now, Irene, I can see that you were taken with Sniffers just like I was. Dolly, what are you talking about? I've only seen him once in my life. Oh, Minnie, hold your tongue! There's a man in there!
What? A man in there? What is a man doing there? Mrs. Levi, stand aside.
Stand indeed, Mr. Vanderbilt. Oh, you make short work of any man. I can just see those muscles rippling back and forth.
Stand aside.
Stand indeed, Mr. Vanderbilt. That is exactly what the corporal wants to know when you are accused of going into that closet without a search warrant. I mean, what do you stand for if you don't stand for the laws of this beautiful land? I know what I stand for. I stand for there's a
But first, you will see me in the parade, on the main float, with a certain young lady.
Of course.
Now, good day, Mrs. Levi. Good day, Mrs. Malloy.
here last April? Wow. It's been a long time since you lived here, Mrs. Levi. A long, long time. It really has. Well, I've got to go. I've got some more fruit to sell before I go to the Harbison Garden. Oh, I'll see you there tonight. All right. Well, I'll see you there then. I'll get the door for you, please. Thank you. Fruit and vegetables. Evan, Levi. I've waited long enough. It's time for you to give me away. I've been doing everything you've told me to. Ever since we got married. I let the cat out at night, the dog out, all the chores that I'm supposed to do. I even made myself a little rum toddy the other night. But it's been long enough, and I need that sign from you very soon. I want you to give me away. Before the parade, I've been gone. I'm gonna stand before the parade, I've been gone. Mrs. Levi, oh, Cornelius, Paige, in the morning, everyone's marching. I hope you're partying. Oh, the world is full of
Levi, she's beautiful. She's everything you said she'd be and more. Wait a second. You two, what do you think you're doing? Thieves! Pickpockets! Stop! I paid for that girl and I want all the parts! This is Levi. This is your doing.
Don't worry. Now, Ernestina Money had a last-minute appointment at the Mint, but she will meet you at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant tonight, just as well.
But that's the most expensive restaurant in town.
And it should be. The most expensive food and the fastest food in all of New York. Oh, just wait till you see Miss Rosie. Wait till you see Miss Ernestina Money singing that sweet little tune, Rosie O'Grady. Sweet Rosie O'Grady, my sweet little rose.
Yes, I'll be there, but only because I already paid for the introduction. Mrs. Levi, I want you to know something. From here on out, you are hereby discharged as my marriage broker. From now on, you're just a woman like everybody else.
Esther, please smile.
As head baker of Colonial Gardens und as your supreme commander, I trust that tonight I'd like your service will be twice as lightning as ever. Or else!
Waiter!
speeches. And Barbie, Bayla, and Nicole and Colin will play to a wild rose. We want music while we dine.
The Annndale do not dance. We're Presbyterian.
Fine, I'll dance by myself. Only give the band $2 and tell them to play something we find. I'm gonna dance the hoochie coochie.
All right, Cornelius, I'll send for the band. We promise we won't order anything else.
Now, you wait here. And I'll go tell the manager to play a nice waltz.
Here's a nickel for the band leader. Tell him to play.
Whoopee! Miss Money! Who will listen, please?
Cornelius!
My purse. You there, that's my purse. Where'd my wallet go?
Oh, excuse me, that must be my wallet. I know it's mine because there's nothing in it, but $1, 3 dimes, and... Cornelius! Cornelius! Did you say 3? That's 4 or 5 pheasants. Pheasants for the whole house. Forget about the whale. I can buy one of my own. Sir.
What is this, Shelby? This is harmonia garden's not one of those.
It's her. She's here.
Are you sure? Just like you said, 8 o'clock on the nose, a big white carriage comes up with a tall lady with black hair in the back. Rick, tell us that! She's back! It's she, Dolly. She's back. Rudolph, it's true, no? Yes, she just stepped out of her white and gold carriage. Pulled like 6 black horses. Flanked by scarlet coons.
Rudolph, it's like no time to get him.
Yes, it is. Quick, see if she's here.
Where is she? Sir.
minutes late again. I demand an explanation for...
Ernestina?
Exactly.
Ernestina, whom I trusted.
She wanted to dance the hoochie coochie.
Well, she always was artistic for it. I'm going to have our table look down front. There's someone in the competition I particularly want you to see. Now, I'm just as shocked as you are. I can't eat a thing. What do you want to order?
Chicken. That's what you want, isn't it? Now, about that...
A chicken? I can't possibly handle a chicken. Not after today. Not after all I've been through.
All right, then. Cancel the chicken.
And bring a turkey.
Dolly, what are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking the place over, getting acquainted with my surroundings.
Dolly, you know, that's the trouble with you. Always wanting to know everything. Always sticking your nose in everyone else's business. Why, if someone were to marry you, he'd be as nervous as a cat.
What? What's that you're saying?
I said, if someone were to marry you, then...
First, Annndale, you get that idea out of your head this very minute. I will have you know right now that I have no intention of marrying you.
That's not what I meant.
Well, I certainly do hope not. I'm not some Irene Malloy who's meant to be turned by a box of chocolate-covered peanuts on shells. But yes, you haven't even mentioning such a thing.
You misunderstand me.
Well, I certainly do hope not. If I had any intention of remarrying, it would be to a far more pleasure-loving man than you. However, we won't discuss that now. The waiter's coming with our wine. Start by another wine, you'll feel better right away. However, since you brought the matter up, I feel there's one more thing we should discuss.
I didn't bring the matter up.
Of course not. Absolutely sure.
One
One more thing I should discuss before we forget all about it. It's true I know we would like things done your way. We'll like to manage things. But I can never manage anything without it influence your household. You'll have to do that yourself, God help you.
My household is not out of control.
Of course not. Have some beef for it.
I don't like things.
That's right. You salt your beef and I'll salt mine. That's what we do.
Stop saying that.
Fine, I won't say another word.
Good.
Except this. At your age, one stand together, you should enjoy hearing the honest truth.
My age? You're always talking about my age.
Well, I don't know what your age is, but I do know that back up in Yonkers with bad food and bad temper, you'll double in 6 months. Now have some beef.
I don't like beef. I hate beef.
Of course you don't. Now, Lord, there's another thing that I should bring up before I forget about anything else.
If it's to marry you, Levi, then the answer is no.
I suppose that means that you want me to ask you. Well, I think after mine for Annndale, I'm not marrying you. Remember that.
You can't turn me down when I haven't even asked you anything yet.
Annndale, never mind.
I'm going back to the hotel.
But you can't go yet. The competition's about to begin.
I'll give you money for dinner. Here. $20. There's only $1, 3 dimes, 5 pennies, and a button in here. This isn't my purse. I've lost my purse.
Cornelius, that purse you found.
I can't imagine you without your purse.
Look at Annndale, you better go. What am I going to do? I've never been here before. They don't know me. Don't eat any more of that turkey. I can't pay for it.
Honey, it's the latest thing. I'll tell you. Wait for a moment.
That turkey over there.
Oh, isn't it graceful? I'm sure you're doing a little tough. Just keep watching.
Pardon, Miss Malloy, but it's been a wonderful evening. But I'm afraid we're going to have to cut it a bit short.
Sydney, look! Oh, Cornelius, we must have fun, man.
Look,
Annndale is right there. We have to be going.
Oh, we'll go, but we'll dance our way out.
Cornelius! Annndale! Pardon,
Mr. Annndale.
An hour, even that's too long. What's less than a minute? all. You know, I lost a lot of things important to me today. My job, my future, but I don't care. Even if I had to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I'd be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day.
I missed something, Pastor. It only...
and I'll continue to do so. That's right, Dolly. You go your way, and I'll go mine. Oh, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly.
You stand for the band together?
What are you doing back here?
Well, I decided to go into business for myself, and I just came for my $146.35. And since I don't know any other business, I'm in business for myself with hay and feed.
And Cornelius has found the perfect location, Mr. Vandergelder, right across the street from you.
Do you think you can compete with Vandergelders, do you? Well, just you try. Oh, another one from crawling back, eh? What do you want?
My back salary for the past 4 months, $6.12.
You can't do this to me, any of you. Ugh, why? I'll go to the courts. I'll get lawyers. I'll have you all arrested. That's what I'll do. Think you can come back here and take all of my hard-earned...
Well, Horace Vandergelder, as I live in trees, don't you look at me today.
Dolly?
I know exactly what you're going to say, Horace. You're not happy with any of the other girls I found for you, but I do have one more that I think will... Just look. One more that I think will satisfy. And I promise nothing bad will happen this time. But you were doing something. What were you doing? Getting Cornelius is $146.
And 35 cents.
Plus $6.12 of mine.
Add one of my mama left me $52.48.
38 cents. 48. All right, fine. If it's the money you want, then it's the money you'll get. The stage is upstairs. Go on.
I don't know. Money. Horace Vandergelder's money. It's like the sun we walk under. It can kill or cure. He doesn't care about that. He doesn't even think about the other people that are in love with him, infatuated with him, or just impressed with him. It's like my late husband Efren Levi used to say. Money isn't worth a thing, except when it's used like manure and spread around encouraging young things to grow. Which reminds me, Ephraim, I'm still waiting for that sign from you. It's time for you to move your way.
You there, don't just stand there. Up in the front room. Right away.
Well, Horace, as I was saying, I found the perfect girl for you.
Dolly, I don't want you to find me any ideal wife. I want an ideal wife, and I'll find her myself. And, well, it's you, damn it.
Horace, you don't mean that.
I know I've been a fool with all those other girls, Miss Malloy and what's her name, but please, Dolly, I'm asking you to forgive me and to marry me.
Oh, Horace, I couldn't do that. Just listen. Your wife will have to be a somebody. Tell me, am I a somebody?
You're a wonderful woman.
Horace, you're partial. Your wife would be the first benefactress to all of New York, and she'd strut around wearing expensive jewels and clothes. I couldn't do a thing like that. You don't know what you're talking about, Horace. And it's not a good idea having Cornelius open that shop across the street from you. You should take him back and let him be your partner.
Partner?
And Barnaby can have Cornelius' old job.
Now see here.
And we can all dance at Ermengarde's wedding.
No, that's it. You've gone too far. Horace Vandergelder would not be dancing at anybody's wedding. Besides, I don't really know how to dance. And, well, it would take much too long. It would take weeks. It would take months. It would take years to learn how to dance. What? I guess I'll dance then.
Horace, I never thought I'd hear you say a thing like that.
You there! What are you doing? Back upstairs, the other front room.
Horace
trunk room, got